Oh, we're in for a good one here. That's right. Hello everybody, I am the Dark Seraph, and welcome to my favorite 3D platformer of all time. Jak and Daxter, The Precursor Legacy. I'm playing this on the PS4 remaster, so... Whoa, that is kind of jarring. Hold on, what's the level of lag? Oh yes, you actually have to use... Huh. There's less of a lag on this one. That's weird. Why is it on every other game I record, like Skyrim, there's a bigger lag? You know what? I'm not going to complain about this. Yes, that's fine. Oh my god. It's creating save data on my system. Like I said, this is PS4 remaster. Well, it's not a remaster, it's a re-release. Now, this will be collecting all 101 power cells.
I have spent my life searching for the answers that my father and my father's fathers failed to find.
Okay, I gotta get something off the bat here real quick. Something that bugs me. This is a 15-minute unskippable cutscene.
Who were the precursors? Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet? How did they harness eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose? And why did they vanish? I have asked
Those are all questions that are never answered. I never understood why they were never answered. Here, let me get my microphone a little bit closer.
Even the rocks
do not recall.
Every bone in my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy.
You know, there's more to that than you realize.
That's
That's really clever, Naughty Dog devs. I am going to give you some math credit on that. Math credit. I haven't seen Adventure Time in a while. Anyone who knows the Jak and Daxter games knows the spoiler. I'm going to avoid talking about it for the two of you that don't know. But I'm not going to say anything until we actually get to that game. If this does well, if this series does well, I will play Jak 2 and Jak 3 and Jak X whenever it gets re-released for PS4, because I love Jak X 2, it's my favorite racing game.
It begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Basically, Lost Frontier is the only Jak and Daxter game I don't like.
Old green stuff
I didn't
told
think it
us
was
not
bad,
to come
just
here.
disappointing. Now these cutscenes are actually in real time, so that's an interesting gimmick.
Continue your search for artifacts and eco. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
What are we doing here anyway, Jak? This place gives me the creeps.
That's not my problem.
Huh?
Oh, they added him
stupid
chuckling
precursor
there. That
junk.
wasn't in the original. They improved the audio quality. I like that.
Eek! What is that dark ooze?
They
It
improved
sure
the
don't
echo
look
there
friendly.
too.
The sage
Improved that
yanks
audio.
on
They
about the
improved a lot
precursors
of
that built
audio
this place
quality.
all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crud? Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me,
okay,
they must have
getting
been
an
real
audio
ones or... Wow! How did you do that?
Okay, it didn't last very long. Oh, hey, hello, ugly. Sploosh.
Man, that stung! I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened! What? Okay. I'm fine.
That's always funny.
What in green tarnation do you two want?
I was...
Don't tell me. Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go, Misty Island.
That's right. And then
And Daxter, you finally took a much-needed
I like
bath,
that plant.
but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
look, old man.
I'm gonna
Are
get
you
to that in
gonna
just a
keep
second.
yapping? Or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement. And besides, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has
If
spoken
you can
to
see it,
him
you
in
can probably
ages.
go there. This
I
is a
would
game that does that
teleport you
trope, kind of like
there, but I
Xenoblade,
can't
you
do
know,
that either.
not overrated.
None of the three sages
Ooh,
that
I'm gonna have some
maintain the
shots
other
fired with that
teleporter
one.
gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the
Oh,
canyon's
early
heat.
PlayStation
Isn't
2
that right,
models.
Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work.
Cutscene's almost
But
over.
we're
Remember
a
this cutscene being
boy
longer.
and a half going to get 20 power cells.
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or two stashed away somewhere.
Okay, yeah, I'm
and
hearing
even
my
if
own
they
audio.
aren't willing to just give them away,
I have it set to do
greasing their
that.
palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Well, we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer! You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the
Another
warp
audio
gate
bug
and
there. I
get
think
some
it's with like a
practice on
computer, actually,
Geyser
when I'm
Rock.
running this interface.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? Because
This
I'd
is
hate to fall
static,
in again
very
and turn into
briefly.
you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns.
Yeah, Daxter's kind of a wise ass. Little annoying, but really funny in my opinion. The Flamicon doesn't typically like this character very much, but you know what? That's his opinion. This is my opinion.
You can't come back through the warp gate until you find all 4 power cells on
Oh
this
my
island.
god, this game is
This
running
device is a
smooth,
communicator.
solid
With it,
60
my father and I
FPS.
can give you advice at any time during your quest.
Great. Now then, first things first. Go to my options. Game options. Play hints off. This is that's a very annoying part of I want the fine with the vibration on, everything's there is fine. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, scout flies, okay, screw it. Square button to punch, circle button to kick. They both serve mostly the same purpose, but you string your square and X button together, you can do uppercuts. Hitting square while in the air can do a dive mechanic, and your kick can give you a little bit of extra airtime. These here are precursor orbs. There are 2,000 of these in the world. I'm gonna try to get them all, though no promises. However, they are on a set path that leads you to your main collectible. Those things. Bring up the triangle, hit the triangle button. Ooh, that is. It's inverted on the right stick, okay. No, it's just up and down is inverted in general. Okay, okay. I'll fix that later. These here, a power cell. You want a lot of these. There's 101 of these in the world. And that saves automatically every time. Let me go through my options some more. Okay, that's fine. Options, game options, not that. Graphic options, center aspect ratio, 16:9 is fine. Sound options, I can't go to control options. That's weird. Okay, I'll just deal with it. Okay. I'm hitting circle. Okay. And these here, these red and metal boxes, are scout flies. An uppercut or a jump dive will free these things. There are 7 of these in each area. And that weird audio bug. Trade all 7. The last one will always give you a power cell. Here's why they call this Geyser Rock. A lot of geysers. However, being an early PlayStation 2 game, the camera can get stuck on things. See? And Daxter always does a little bit of that. Strike yourself a nice pose. Now then, I'm going to hop down here real quick. Now, you don't have a true free-moving camera. However, the way the camera moves is optimized for it rather than Legend of Cave, where it disguises its free-moving camera, but locks it behind the character so you can't see where your platform is because it's zoomed in too freaking far. I don't like Legend of K, is what I'm getting at. This is green eco, that's basically your health. In fact, there's no basically about it. It flat out is your health. Now, as you can see, picking up clusters of eco doesn't last very long. That was blue eco. It makes you faster and lets you unlock these doors. However, there's our source of more concentrated vents. There's yellow eco, blue eco, and green eco vents. There is data for a red eco vent, but it isn't actually in the game to my knowledge. I've never found one in my entire time playing the game. You do not want to fall in the water at all. Just don't fall in the water. And here we have a power cell. Tucked nicely behind the door. Open sesame! There are trophies. Thank you. Blue eco will also draw orbs closer towards you on actually collecting them. Using the shoulder buttons will bring up... You can crouch and then jump to get yourself a little bit of a higher jump, though it's not too significant. You only have to use that in a few cases. However, it is fun. And we've collected all 50, if you followed along with me, you would have collected all 50 precursor orbs on Geyser Rock. Little bit of an interesting note, Geyser Rock is actually the name of a small island off the coast of South Africa. There's something you now know. Hit the power cell cluster and go on down this path. And now you can turn the warp gate back on. And you can use this to warp to other areas. Right now, you can only warp to the Green Sage's hut.
Good training, boys. But that's nothing compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
Then no problem. We got the moves, eh, Jak? We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're, itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine, fine. Adventure away, then. And while you're out adventuring, why don't you make yourself useful? My darn green eco-collectors are clogged up again. Head out to the far side of the beach and clear them out, why don't you? Follow the lamps. They'll take you right there.
I'll do that later.
Now, all of you, get out of here!
Now then, I want to draw attention to this plant. Those who played Crash Bandicoot will recognize this plant as an enemy from Crash Bandicoot. Only now, it's the Green Sage's friendly pet. That's a nice little throwback to Crash Bandicoot. And there's another one of these, well, another little throwback Easter egg thing in Crash and Jak 2, but I'll get to that when I get to that, if I get to that. You know, if they would ever release this game again. Now then, like I said, if you can see it, 9 times out of 10, you can probably go there. As you can see, Geyser Rock is just right over there. That's a post. We were just over there. And over here is Misty Island. It used to be in more mist in the PS2 version, and that was also in fog, but that was because of bad draw distance. With this new improved version, graphics are a bit more polished, the models are a bit more polished, and the colors just really pop. I love these bright and vibrant colors. Now, let's go in here and talk to Kira.
Hey, baby! What do you say you and I go cruising on this A-Grab Zoomer?
Rule number 1, I don't date animals.
Ah, you don't know what you're missing.
Listen, if you need something to keep you busy, my father always talked about an ancient precursor pipeline hidden deep underground. Some of these pipes end in vents from which eco flows freely, and some have been capped off so that the eco is sealed back. There must be a way to turn the capped vents on. I traced part of the pipeline back to the Forbidden Temple. Maybe you should look there for some type of switch.
I'm actually going to go to the Forbidden Jungle first. But let's explore the town a little bit. Sandover Village. I like the music here. It's just real poppin' and lockin'. I'm sorry. And yes, there are scoutflies here too. Now, I want to go ahead and turn play hands back on. I know.
Did you see the size of the bite that lurker shark took out of the fisherman's boat? We best stay way clear of them. I don't think we can tackle a creature that dag nasty.
Yes, that is actually surprisingly relevant. I will get to that in a minute. And here, yes, there are scout flies.
Hey!
Even.
It looks like scout flies are always in red boxes.
Thank you, Daxter. Oh, that pop in. Yes, they make that sound so you know to listen for them nearby. And here we have a mayor. Hello.
Oh, don't tell me that you two have problems as well.
I do.
First I hear of monster sightings near the village, and now this. See those gears up there, boys? See them? See how they're not moving? That means our village has no power. The eco beam coming from the jungle temple has been interrupted. And boys, everyone's too frightened to go out and find out what's happened.
Did you pay the bill?
Yeah. Oh, you're funny. Now look, if you two fix the eco beam, I'll give you a power cell. Oh, and another thing. If by any chance you're interested in making a contribution to my re-election campaign, I might be willing to part with yet another power cell. The minimum contribution is a very modest 90 precursor orbs.
Right. Yes, this is hinting at something. Trade items for precursor orbs. Now then, what he said was true. The gears aren't moving. That's a nice little detail, and I'll get back to that in a minute. Now then, you want to come that's the fisherman's house. And here we have your uncle.
Well, hello there, my dear boy. You've caught me at a most inopportune moment. I was to set off on my journeys yesterday, but I seem to be a spot short on the old precursor orbs. I would have pledged my word that I had 90 of them, but I gather that your young friend, you know, the little annoying, miserably ugly one, might have just pilfered them as a sort of a spot of fun. Anyway, would you be kind enough to loan your dear old uncle 90 precursor orbs so he can get underway? I would offer you a power cell in return.
Yeah, you have a few people here looking for a handout, basically. Like I said, orbs are usually on a set path. You don't have to go off and look for them. They're not tucked away in corners. And now we have a sculptor. Hello.
Hey! Little furry dude! Oh, I thought for a moment you were my muse.
Your what?
Haven't you ever seen a muse before?
Can't say that I
It's a
have.
little glowing squirrel about your size, full of spunk, and crazy as a lark.
Oh, I get it. Like a sidekick.
As a matter
Cute,
of
Daxter.
fact,
Real
without
cute.
my muse, I just can't sculpt. But with her around, I see beauty in everything, you know?
Is your muse
Right now, I
marijuana?
couldn't chisel my way out of a box. I think she ran away to that misty island.
How? How did
Just
she
hope
get
she's
there?
all right. It's worth a power cell if you bring her back to me.
Wait a minute! We are not going back to Misty Island! Are we?
Well, not right now. Now I'm gonna avoid going that way, just for right now. Now then, here's the bird watcher.
Oh my, what a horribly sick little bird.
You don't look so good yourself, lady.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were a spotted orange-bellied rainfrey. You know,
I don't know what that
yesterday
is.
I saw some terribly vicious creatures capture a mother flut-flut near the beach.
Aw.
Now there's this poor little orphan egg sitting in a nest at the top of the cliff, and I can't get to it. If you could climb up there and push it off, I've piled some hay down at the base to catch it safely.
Excuse
Do
me.
an old lady a favor, and I'll give you a power cell.
Okay, I'm going to do that because you actually need to do that for completion's sake. But pushing an egg off of a cliff. Yeah, no. Logic does not comply.
What
Now
a
you can
weird-looking thing! I'll bet we can get this open if you power up with that zappy blue eco stuff.
Thank you, Daxter. If you roll and then jump soon after the roll, you get a longer jump. And that opened this up to reveal an orb stash. There's quite a few of these hidden around the world, and they do count toward the orb goal. Now then, before I take care of these creatures known as a yakkow, I'm going to get another scout fly. Hello, Farmer Brown.
Gotta milk those yakkows. Gotta milk those yakkows. Oh, it's you. Oh, just resting my tired bones. I've been trying to get those ornery yakkows back into the pen all day. Some strange creatures tried to steal them earlier. You think you could help an old man and try to get them back into the corral?
Sure. Basically, how do you get them back into the corral? You punch and you beat them into submission, and you drive them back in. They follow a pretty set path, so you shouldn't have too many difficulties. The game's really not that hard. Now, there's something interesting there. You heard the sound effect when I hit this thing with a roll jump. Yes, for whatever reason, your rolling long jump counts as an attack. It's only like this in Jak and Daxter, the first game. I couldn't tell you why it's like this, probably as a result of a coding issue. Come on. But it is an interesting little... Hey, where do you think you're going? Get your ass back in that pen. I'm going to try not to use such strong language in this one, because this is more of a child-friendly game. So, you're like, my language, I'm going to try and keep it around PG, so your ass is fine. Hey, get your ass back in the pen. Okay, after I get this other yakkow back in the pen, I'm going to end it and go from there. Because I have my audio capture's a little weird. Hey, not that way, this way. Or this way. Or this way, or this way. Up, 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 up. This way, you damn animal. Come on.
That lazy farmer owes us a power cell. Let's go talk to him.
You know, they never promised a power cell, but yeah, it's a power cell.
Ah, well done, my boy. You actually got those flea bags back into the pen. Now I can sleep in peace. Take this power cell for your trouble.
You really are a lazy old man. Yeehaw! Now then, I think this is a good place to end this. Join me next time as we go into the Forbidden Jungle and start collecting some power cells and doing work over there. But until then, I am the Dark Seraph, signing off.